What's good, Falcon Nation? It's your boys Chase and Philip back with another banger from Dirty Fanatics United. Checking back with you, Philip. What's good, brother?
What's good, baby? How you doing?
Chilling, bro. About to talk some Falcon football. Always a fun time here on Dirty Fanatics with Philip Sapp. How's your
Yes,
weekend
sir.
been, bro?
It's been great. How about you?
Chilling, bro. What you got into? I know you did something excited this weekend. You play some basketball. You do something.
Play a little bit of basketball, watch some fireworks,
Heard
types.
that. Yeah. For me, man, it was a bunch of work this weekend and chilled out with the fam and you, of course, yesterday watching some fireworks for the 4th of July weekend. So, been a good little weekend other than the work wise. Better talk some Falcon football here. Would you get with the chat real quick? See who's tuned in. Talk some Falcon football with us. My boy Berto, always first one in the chat. What's good, Berto?
So,
Damn, 7 on the dot. Let's go. Packing up, ready to head back home early AM. Got to stop through 100. That's right. Berto is on vacation from Florida. So appreciate you checking in with us, Berto, all the way from Florida.
shout out.
Berto's from the big city of New York. So for him to check in on vacation, that's pretty
Jeez.
lit. Caleb checking in with us. He said, let's go. What's good, Caleb? Appreciate the view, bro. If you haven't hit that sub, go ahead and do. Hit that like, hit that share. Going to run down through the topics today with you. Today we'll be talking about Bijan stat predictions, some Falcon news, some Grady Jarrett love, some top 10 offensive arsenals. Got a lot to talk about in this little 45-minute show. So definitely tune in with us and stay here for what's about to go down. First thing first, Falcon news. Congrats to Ryan Pace. Ryan Pace is a guy that's been with Terry for a couple years now. He ran with Terry in 2003 all the way to 2014
Mm-hmm.
with the New Orleans Aints, and he's a Dirty Bird now, and he's a pretty high up Dirty Bird. Philip, what do you think about that?
Well, apparently, for one thing, for sure, to be promoted to director, he's doing his job, and
Yes, sir.
I like to see that.
Very
Maybe that's a
nice to
good
see.
sign for our organization, and I'm
Right. So he was already a big part of who comes in the building in the past 2 years for what we've done in the draft, man.
it's been
I'm
big
I'm
things.
excited. Yeah, him and Terry they cook together very well. Not only scouting, but this guy has input on who we get in free agency. Free agency has been spot on this year. So congrats to Ryan Pace, and Ryan Pace also was a GM for the Bears, so
Bears.
he definitely has experience with scouting and players and checking out who's got talent and who doesn't. So shout out to Ryan Pace. Going on to our next subject here, let's talk about something that's in the media here. Grady showing love to Ritter on social media. Shout out to Grady. This
We'd love
speaks
to see it.
volumes. Speaks volumes, man. For a guy like Grady to talk about a guy like Ritter that's only played 4 games in the NFL is huge. I didn't see Grady tweet nothing much of last year about Mariota, so I'm excited about it.
uh,
What do you think about it?
I think it's a good sign for somebody on the other side of the ball. Most of the time, you have relationships with them, but it's not like your own players on your side of the ball.
Right.
For somebody like a vet to give him high praise, it's a good sign.
Yeah.
One of your best players giving high praise to your quarterback.
No doubt. And
So
I just want to point out the fact that shout out to the little bro Philip with the new setup over there with the webcam. My boy's got a whole professional setup. He's just joined the podcast and he's already got a better background than me. So shout out to the little bro for real, for real. They're looking clean over there.
appreciate you.
I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Dubby. Dubby is an energy drink that is Jitterless Energy Drinks, all natural blend. Check us out real quick. I'm gonna throw this little ad up for them. If you do check us out, make sure to use the discount code DirtyBirds with all caps.
Click it.
Shout out Dubby. I want to give another shout out to Dubby real quick. Got the free shaker. Got some supplements in the mail. So shout out Dubby. Just to give you a quick rundown on what I got here. I got some Galaxy Grenade. It's a watermelon, guava, and lime explosion. Very tasty. Check them out. Phil, what you got over there, man? I got 2 more flavors over there. I got an apple and I got a beach and peach. So yeah, check them
I
out. Use our code.
I got a Dragonade, mixed between dragon fruit and pink strawberry lemonade. Really good. Y'all need to check it out.
Check it
Pretty,
out. Check it out.
my personal favorite.
Coming from Dirty Fanatics United here first. Use the code all caps with an S. Dirty Birds.
Please.
On to our next subject here. Let's talk about top 10 offensive arsenals. You know, this is huge, Philip. The Atlanta Falcons getting any kind of love from any kind of media source is huge. I'm gonna throw this little picture up here. Bill Barnell, he posted this about the Atlanta Falcons, and he just did a top 10 offensive arsenals. And for this young offensive team, such a young offensive team to be top 10, it really still has a lot to prove. It speaks volumes because these guys haven't even hit the field together yet, and we're already talking top 10 arsenals. What's your thoughts on that? What do you have to say about that?
Okay, so I just want to say, for us to be top 10, that's a great thing. I'm gonna just throw a little stats out there for reason why we are why we could be a top 10. Bijan is, as we all know, Bijan done his thing in college. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No RB1, Tyler Algier, rookie last year, sophomore this year. He had 210 carries with 1,035 yards with 3 touchdowns, and he didn't play the full-blown season. He took in after CP got a little hurt, Mm-hmm. And then speaking on CP, didn't play the full season, but had 144 carries, 695 yards with 8 touchdowns.
No.
Imagine a full season again, you know what I mean? Right. And London, our rookie, 72 receptions with Mariota most of the season. Okay, that's a thing. With 866 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's crazy. And Pitts didn't play the full season.
No doubt.
And he had 28 receptions, 356 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's enough to say there.
Hey, y'all just heard it here first at Dirty Fanatics. Philip dropping the facts on y'all on a Sunday.
Just imagine.
We're going to have to give Philip his own little section over there. Philip Sapp's facts. Coming from the little bro, y'all heard him. Check him out, man. Philip, my little bro, also has a Twitch. Check him out on Twitch, man. He be going pretty hard on
there. TTV Avis.
He be playing every
Fortnite, Overwatch, anything.
My boy Berto dropped a comment in the chat. He said they needed to add Jonnu to that picture. What's your thoughts? What do you think, Philip?
Okay, so we're gonna add Jonnu to the mix. He's not the Kyle Pitts, but he's similar. Just imagine with 2 tight ends like that.
Jonnu's stats alone with Arthur Smith in every scheme he's ran.
It's crazy.
Arthur Smith really knows how to bring the best out of him. Miss Pam here in the chat checking us out. She said, hello, Chase and co-host. Miss Pam's a diehard Falcon fan, Philip. She called Bijan from day one. She actually watched. I know Miss Pam from One Time for the Fan. She's been in the comment section. So shout out Miss Pam. She's always showing love to the Falcons and content creators. What she said here, Bijan. She loves her.
Get it enough. Hey, get enough, baby.
See what I mean right here? Everybody knows Miss Pam. Miss Pam, hello. Hope all is well. Bijan, offense rookie of the year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We would love
I'm all for it.
No doubt.
All for it.
No doubt. Going on to our next topic here, Philip. Bijan alone has been getting a lot of hype. Not even touching the field as an NFL rookie. Already being, some people saying he's a top 5 fantasy football league guy. They're saying I should draft Bijan Robinson round 1, Philip. So I'm just gonna throw this up here for y'all, let you see what some of the professionals that do this stuff for a living think. Give me 1 second here. We still trying to figure it all out this way, so again, bear with us. Bijan Robinson, top 10 dynasty running backs. Bijan Robinson, 1. At number 2, you got Breece Hall. At number 3, Jonathan Taylor. Number 4, Jamar Gibbs. Excuse me. Number 5, Christian McCaffrey. Number 6, Josh Jacobs. 7, Tony Pollard. And 8, Shaquan Barkley. I can't really even see the others, but they don't matter because they don't play for the Atlanta Falcons. Bijan Robinson is number 1 on top 10 dynasty running backs. Philip, your thoughts? What do you think about that? I'll drop some facts on Bijan here in a second, but just tell me what you think about Bijan and what he's going to do for this franchise, being a rookie, coming in, not really having to carry the reins because of all the targets we have. We just talked about being a top 10 offensive.
Okay. So my thoughts on him being at the top of that list, that alone sets a bar and an amount of respect that it's like he's definitely gonna do his thing.
Facts.
I truly believe it. I'm not just because I'm not trying to sound biased, but
right.
I am gonna be biased because I feel like he's gonna do his thing. And for him to be over Brees Hall and such names like that, he's got to be a freak of nature, and which we saw in
for
college.
Him to be so high on draft boards alone in the running back position, which is so hard to come across in the NFL because you look at players like Ezekiel Elliott, they didn't even make the top 10 list. These are players that they made their name in the NFL, and now nobody wants to sign them. They're still free agents, still not even on the team. So for Bijan to go in the first round alone stands out for what he's going to be for our franchise. I said it on a short. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's on my channel. I said it in a short before the draft even started. Bijan is a day one impact. Bijan's going to come in. He's going to direct a franchise, and he's going to be that 1,000-yard rusher. And he's going to have 5 to 6 receiving touchdowns on a season as well. So just running through Bijan's stats in college, just his senior year, this is Bijan's stat. In the run game, 258 attempts for 1,580 yards. Tremendous. Averaging 6.1 yards at 18 touchdowns rushing. He's a dog, bro. That's all there is you can say about him. He's a dog. We'll go to his passing game. 19 for 314 yards for 2 TDs. Give me a running back that can do that in the NFL, bro, and I'm satisfied. You got a Tyler Algier that's gonna pair with a Bijan Robinson. People talk about the run game. This offensive passing game could be crazy with Bijan, Cordell, Tyler Algier, Scotty Miller,
Caleb Huntley.
I mean, people, we are talking Falcon football. We are stacked. We're loaded. Just going to the chat here for a minute. Let's see. Start off with Alberto. He says, sheesh, Chase doesn't care of any other players.
Get him out of there. Get him out.
95 North Talk Show. You got that right now. Jerry's going to be a big help to engine number 9 Ritter. Big facts. Big facts. Pam's always with the facts. Anything that's going to help Ritter out, we're for over here at Dirty Fanatics.
I'm all for it.
We're for Ritter. We respect Ritter. And,
anything just to see, we love it.
We're just so hyped about Bijan, man. It's so hard to even speak about Ritter's first season because Bijan's going to be, like I say, they're going to build a statue of Bijan Robinson in Atlanta one day when we win that ring. So Bijan's that guy. Alberto said, how does Tony Pollard make it with question marks going into the season? Very true. Tony Pollard's never had that number 1 spot as a running back. So for Tony Pollard to make it, it is pretty crazy. But that's what I was saying about Bijan. For Bijan to make it as a rookie speaks tremendous volumes, bro. Tremendous, because for a rookie to come in and get that much hype is crazy to me, and especially at one of the toughest spots in the NFL to play.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Philip, real quick, give me your lineup. What do you think is going to be our lineup this year for these Atlanta Falcons? Who are we going to see on the field week 1 playing some Falcon football?
Okay, so everybody, you want me to go through a whole list?
Run your list. I want you to give me the offense.
I'm going to go all the way from quarterback to long snapper. All right, I'm just going to go by what I'm. Okay, QB, obviously, Desmond Ritter. Fullback, Keith Smith. RB1 is Tyler Algier. RB2, Bijan Robertson. And then we got our RB wide receiver, kick return, which is Cordero.
Right.
And then at wide receiver, I got Drake. Wide receiver 2, Matt Collins. I got to give him the credit.
Mm-hmm.
And then slot, I'm going to put Scotty Miller.
Scotty Miller, no doubt, yeah.
Tight end 1, Kyle. Of course. Tight end 2, Jonnu Smith. He deserves that. Left guard, I'm going to give that to – it's between Hennessy and Matthew Bergeron. But I'm going to go with Matthew Bergeron. I'm going to give that to him. Right guard, Chris Lindstrom. Outstanding.
Easy.
Right tackle, I'm gonna give it to Caleb McGarry. I hope he continues to step up.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna be on the defensive side. I'm on defensive end, Calais Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive line, David Onyemata, and then Grady Jarrett. DE and linebackers. I'm gonna give to Bud Dupree and then Lorenzo. And then linebackers, I got Caden Ellis and then Troy Anderson.
Sheesh, 2 missiles in the middle with Troy and Caden. Phillip, that's an explosive defense, dog. And you talk about sacks. Caden Ellis at 7 last year, and Troy Anderson just really getting his foot in the league. So
And
I
then,
would definitely love to see it. I'm pulling from Troy. I'm pulling from Michael Walker. Whoever can do it.
hey, shout out to Walker too.
Yeah,
Whoever gets that spot, you deserve it.
Very true.
No hate here.
If you're watching this live right now, drop a like, drop a share, drop a sub, drop a comment, man. Y'all keep this show running.
Tell your
drop
friends.
a comment. Let's talk some. Let's talk some Falcon football. If you're a Falcon fan, drop a comment right now. Go ahead.
All right. Going back, cornerbacks. I got AJ Terrell always, and then Jeff Okuda.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to nickel type cornerback. I'm gonna put D Alford.
D Alford.
I'm gonna give it to
D Alford. Speaking of D Alford, shout out to D Alford. D Alford has actually been getting some love from some Falcon reporters. Michael Rothstein says D Alford is a guy to watch in training camp. D Alford is battling against Mike Hughes, which is also a player that's been in the league for quite a time. For D Alford to come over from the XFL and even get a playing spot last year was huge for him. He made his way onto a roster. He played with the Falcons by injury, by default. So shout out to D Alford. Shout out to him for even like I said, even playing a snap in the NFL is a huge dream of any football fan. So shout out to D Alford and maybe he can keep climbing the ladder to get a starting spot in the NFL and actually pursue his dream of being in the league. Phillip, what's your thoughts on D Alford, bro?
Oh, man, I think he's an outstanding guy, and I like the way he plays. He reminds me of back 2016 through 18, Ricardo Allen, which was his top of his game. Nice. Rico was crazy. Rico was crazy, and he gives off them vibes to me. I hope he continues to play well.
Right.
So,
just real quick, because I didn't hit on it much a minute ago. We're going to hit on the Grady talk one more time because not only Grady was giving Ritter love, there was tons of others on the team that haven't really even established a whole season with Ritter and is already showing love to Ritter. Phillip, what does that mean to you, and what do you think it means to Ritter to hear that from his teammates, to be able to get that kind of love and support at such a young age, and for them to all say how much of a leader he is as a Falcons quarterback, QB1?
For them to give him that high acknowledgement and then love, I feel like that's making their bond as a team better. Back how we had like the brotherhood, but different. We're moving. Right. We're different from that now. So, right. But I feel like they're on the right page. They're seeing eye to eye, and they're ready to go out there, and just whether it's defense or offense, they're ready to go out there and support their brothers on what they do
and
as a team
football games.
And win some games.
We got to get them this year, man. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to my boys over at One Time for the Fan and my gals over at One Time for the Fan. Can't forget Kiki, co-host at One Time for the Fan, man. That's where I started. That's what got me into this podcasting thing. Give a shout out to my boy Jack, Bodie, Kiki. Jack hit me up on Facebook, man. I made a post a while back about starting my own podcast, and Jack hit me up and was like, man, I got a spot for you on my crew. Hopped over there, and Jack kind of brought me into the podcast world. So shout out to my boy Jack. Tune in at 8 at One Time for the Fan on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, etc.
All platforms.
We'll be live at 8 talking some Falcon football with a bunch of other Falcon fans. So if you're in the chat, if you're watching this live because of One Time for the Fan, if you came over to show me love, greatly appreciate it. We appreciate everybody that's tuned in. If you're watching live now, you haven't hit that like, haven't hit that share, that sub, please do so. We greatly appreciate it.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your girlfriend, tell your dad, tell whoever. But bring them on over to Dirty Fanatics United. Phillip, we are getting ready to wrap this show up, brother. Give me some shout outs, man. Shout out to whoever you want to shout out, whatever you got going on. Let these people know.
Shout out to you for giving me the opportunity once again. Shout out, to whatever the company name for my webcam. I got, I think I finally got that finally. So shout out to them. I think it's Razor. Shout out to Razor. Shout out to them Dirty Birds. I keep doing y'all's work. I'll be at training camp. I can't wait to see y'all there.
Catch us at training camp, man. We haven't figured out the date that we're all going to go, but me and Philip will be at training camp, and it will be one day together. So we will be bringing you coverage of live training camp. I don't know if we're allowed to record this year, but we're going to do the best we can to bring y'all some footage of what's going on, maybe some reviews, some pictures for sure, and just our thoughts on what we see on the field this year. With that being said, I want to give a shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Everybody that was in the comment section. Wasn't many, but Caleb, Alberto, Pamela. Shout out to y'all for leaving a comment. This is just only our
just being here.
This is our fourth show, so to have 6 or 7 viewers, man, we greatly appreciate it. On y'all Sunday afternoon, y'all could be doing anything else, but y'all are here watching us, so we greatly appreciate the love. Shout out to One Time for the Fan. Shout out to Dubby. Gonna drop one more ad real quick for Dubby. Check them out real quick. Let's check out this ad. If you do check out w.gg, use the code DirtyBirds. It's a 10% discount code. Not only is it a discount code, but it helps us out here at the channel. It's just a little proceeds come to us, and everything that we receive goes to the channel. Also, have a huge announcement to make. Later on in the season, we will be doing a raffle, possibly maybe a jersey giveaway, maybe some merch giveaway. Tune in, keep posting, hit that sub. You have to be subscribed to be entered in the raffle. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, the share, and we're gonna do a live giveaway here on the show. We'll announce the date here soon, so stay posted for that. Philip, I greatly appreciate you just being a part of this thing, brother. Coming in and speaking Falcon facts, bro. We'll do a run through real quick on the chat. See if there's any more chats real quick. Alberta said, Chase and Philip, all love. Chase, your beard is fake. Shout out, Bodie. My homie Bodie. Shout out for you tuning in, bro. Once again, appreciate everybody. This is your boy Chase. 8 times.
What, Philip?